right, hey, what is up, YouTube? We are here with another Beggars View Circus. We're doing ourselves a public service here. We're doing everybody a public service. Public service announcement, bringing you some grown-up Roblox. Because a lot of you probably think of Roblox still going back to the old days of ridiculously janky motions, weird-looking Lego characters, obnoxious obbies, games where all you do is click a balloon over and over and over and over and over again. You know, all sorts of like stupid Roblox stuff that just like the old style stuff. But I'm going to tell you now, Roblox actually does have some significant games. Some games that are better than some of the titles on Steam that are going for $15, $20. I'm not talking about like bad Steam titles. I'm talking about these. If these were separate games, they would legit be getting sales on Steam. Easy. Super easy. Tonight we're going to be playing, well, first off in Roblox, we're going to be playing a game called Fish, but I'll show you that in a second. Not by much. 23.6. Yeah, I guess that's not that bad. It's not that far off, but it's still off a little bit. Which is weird how they can both be wildly different for two different people. Why it is not even tracking Colin, I have no idea. Anyway, if you hear me talking to other people, I got people in Twitch chat. And we might even see some people pop up in YouTube chat. Every once in a while, we get a few in here. Ivy comes in, or Christo comes in. Plus, with a title like Adult Roblox, people are going to show up. That's why I put grown up. I think I put grown up, right? I didn't, God, please tell me I didn't put Adult Roblox. Okay, good. Grown up. Imagine that. That would not be great. That would be a very short stream, let me tell you that. All right. Don't mind me, I'm just eating hot peppers. I don't know why I'm so all about the snacking. Anyway, just to show you real quick. If you look at the charts, I mean, a lot of it is kind of the same nonsense. You know, guess the Italian brain rot evolution. Grows offline. Untitled drill game. You know, silly stuff. Shrimp game's actually not bad. You look at the most popular, and it's kind of the same stuff that you're used to. Blocks Fruits, which everybody knows about, that's ever seen Roblox. Strongest Battlegrounds, which is kind of their, I don't know, their tournament fighting game, which I'm not too into. Shrimp game again, much like what do you call it? Squid Game. Their version of Rivals is not bad. It's not Rivals, and I don't think it's even really close to Rivals, but it's really fun. It's actually really, really fun. And here's the one. Here's the one. Fish. Now, I'm going to play it on a public server. Sometimes I like to play it on my server just because things can get a little bit weird. Yes, I did buy a server, but they're only like 140 Robux. I swear I'm not buying Robux for myself. I'm usually buying them for my son. So I have an 8-year-old son. He's the one that got me started on these. Whoa, look at that. But honestly, what better game for the Beggars View Circus could we play? What game would be better? I might need some brightness from my text file here. Put that there. I use a text file on my monitor to throw light on my face because I am too lazy to adjust my crazy looking halogens in the back. I suppose I should click, right, to start. There we go. All right. Let's get serious. All right, so for those of you that have not played Roblox in a while, have never played Roblox, or have played Roblox but have never played Fish. I don't know if it's Fish, or Fishk, because the kids call it Fishk. I don't know why. They think that you pronounce a silent C in it, but I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe that's how it is. So one of the things is I always turn chat off, and I always turn off this so I don't have to see people. I don't have to know what's going on. If people start griefing me, I grief them back. It's pretty fun. But I don't communicate with anybody on there. I'm just here to enjoy. If it's my son, I'll talk to him. If it's his friends, I'll interact with them very briefly while he's on. If he is not on, I do not interact with them. I have them all blocked, so they can't like friend request me and find me and stuff like that. But anyway, I don't have to really interact with anybody. And that's one of the good things. And Roblox is a platform where people can create people or companies can create their own games using a bunch of stock assets, or they can convert those stock assets into newer assets. They can just change textures, or they can actually go in Blender and kind of change the way that certain things look like. I could have a much better looking character than this if I wanted to. I could really mess with it. Average player. Nice. Some games, the character avatar that you have is always going to be square-ish like this, and they're going to kind of dumb it down. Others are going to look really realistic. Like there are some that in game, if you get to keep your avatar, you look like a legit video game. And some of the games now, the graphics on them are amazing. And some, even when the graphics aren't like super amazing, they're still like pretty nasty good. I mean, they're, you know, fun. I'm alive. Hey, what's up, monster? I'm glad you're alive. Good to see you. Whoa, look at how big that fish is. Whoa. That's a blue whale, I think. So anyway, why do I play this game in particular? Well, I've always liked fishing games. And I've liked fishing mini games in regular games. So this is kind of like you skip the minigame part and you just play the fishing part. And it has other game elements to it. So you're not just doing the fishing minigame. There are quests that you can do. There's areas that you can go to. There's boss fights that you can do, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. I mean, you know, there's different rods that you can get, different enchantments that you can get. Ooh, orca migration. Maybe we do this. Let's turn on our fish radar. Hold up. Where's my fish radar? Boop, boop. So we can see where they are. And let's close that. Let's see what we got for bait. Let's pop on some fish heads. I don't know if these guys like fish heads, but we're going to see if we can maybe catch us a whale here. And then we just shake, and bake, shake. My rod actually takes a lot of shaking. No pun intended. That's not an old man joke. That's like legit, like in the game joke. Ah, that's screwed up. Yeah, I have a rod called it's the steady rod, and it helps because my old man reflexes are not as good. So when I actually go to like fish and pull something up, it gives me more control. All right. And so you'll see you can hold the left mouse button down to keep where the fish is, or you can let it go to let it slide to the left. And I don't know what happened. Like this fishing rod before was not this slow as far as like having to shake it this often. I had to stay out of that Lego pool. I don't want to end up there. I don't want to end up in Lego fish land. There's a Lego update going on right now. So, I mean, that's kind of weird for like, why would you pick Legos for fishing? But the point being is that the fishing mini game in here, because it's still a mini game. It's very relaxing. But at the same time, there are moments where you get like, this fish is rather challenging here. We're getting a glossy bluefin tuna. We're getting a more of a challenge out of that than we normally would. All right. The cast doesn't really make a difference. You would think it would, like that it would do something for you, or like a perfect catch doesn't really make much of a difference. You get a little bit of extra EXP. The difference is basically all based on luck. So if your luck stat is pretty high, you'll have a good chance of getting the fish that you're looking for. If your luck stat is not very high, then you're going to be fishing hours before you'll get anything. Like I said, there's all sorts of other things that you can do in here. We're going to actually be selling a lot of these fish to get some enchants. And the reason I like playing this game too is because if we're going to do Beggars View Circus and just sit around and bullshit and talk, like I want to talk about Jason Momoa. I have something to get off my chest. And then there's another thing I want to talk about, which is about this guy that I watched a video of his, and I'm not going to reveal the YouTuber's name, but it was like, oh, holy hell, could you get over yourself? Like, and I just wonder sometimes, like, why would you post something on YouTube that basically says, I'm not made for this world. I'm made for a better world of wonderful people, and this world's just terrible, and I know that the world's sick and I'm fine, and it's like, no, the world's fine. You just got a bad break in life. I know plenty of people, some people in the chat here, that have had much more difficult lives than this guy probably has had, and they're still out there trying. They're still out there moving around. They're still out there doing stuff. They're not going on YouTube and putting a 6-hour video up explaining to people how special they are and that the world is the problem, not them. Anyway, that's, you know, so this is the perfect game to do that with, because like I can literally just do this in my sleep until I get the fish that, you know, like a hard fish, and then I gotta actually like pay attention. Right now all we're doing is just catching garbo. What if maybe we switch to let's switch our bait. I'm gonna move up and switch bait. How's everybody doing tonight? Monster, how you been? I don't want bagel. What do I want? I'll try shrimp. I don't think shrimp is gonna be what they want, but who knows? We'll try it. If we get an orca, awesome-y awesome. I probably should look up what orca's like, right? And try to use that bait, but it's probably something I don't own anyway, so that's why I kind of feel like not wasting the time. But that's one of the other things too, is there's a lot of research that you have to do with this game, so it's kind of right up my alley of the things that I like to do, where, you know, I like to spend time figuring things out, learning things. And this is something, you know, in my spare time I can go look up and see, well, what are orcas like? What does the mosasaurus like? What does the megalodon like? And yes, I realize that there are no mosasaurus and megalodons anymore, but in this game there are. And it's perfect because like it really does not demand much of your attention. Oh, I got something. Negative 80 progress speed. Okay, this is gonna be rough, guys. I gotta lock in here. I gotta lock in. No. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. No, mama. See, that's the thing, is like if I'm not on this, like right on the numbers here, it tends to get away from me really quick. I lost it. All right, let's see. Not bad. I start my CNA class on the 12th and get to do some skills training on the floor tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize that that you're going into the CNA training. Well, I guess we've also found out that shrimp is something that these guys like, so we did well for the first half of that, and then I kind of, when I stress on this, I like freak out and I fall apart. So it's almost like I have to just not care as much. That and the fact that I lost one of the better things on my fishing rod here. I had a really good enchantment, and I kind of dropped it because suddenly my rod was going a lot slower, so I thought maybe I could get something to make the rod fish a little faster, and it ended up making it harder for me to actually catch anything. So bleh. That's my sound I make when I'm making sounds for things. Actually, I have sound effects too, but unfortunately, like, I'm using both my hands at this point just because I have to move the boat. I don't have to, but it's better if I move the boat. I don't know why. So there, now I can do this. That wasn't the one I wanted, but I wanted this one. Do-do-do-do. I'm also beta reading my sister's book. What's her book about? That's cool that she's writing a book, or has written a book. Yeah, I have to do my rewrite on mine and republish it. I'm so lazy. I started again a couple weeks ago, and then I gave up again. I didn't give up again. I just stopped. What happened? Ah, no, I threw it away. I got one more chance here. And then I'll peel off of this and we'll go do some like just regular shore fishing so I don't have to like be this completely absorbed by orcas. And we're still making money even though we didn't catch that orca. We had a chance at it too. That's pretty disappointing though. Like, and I was rolling pretty well on it for a while too. Oh, what did we get there? A big anglerfish. I didn't realize that. I wish I could describe it. She's actually working on like 4 different ones, but this is the first one she's got almost done. So I'm gonna go what she's done so far. Oh, that's cool. All right, so that's it for the orcas. Let's go to Ancient Isle. Where's Ancient Isle? There it is. All right, we'll go this way. And I got me a fast boat. Oh, there's another whale migration. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother right now. I'm gonna go to Ancient Isle. Trying to keep up with that right now is too much for me. Cold place. Bang. Bang. Now, I gotta be careful because around Ancient Isle there's some hazards. So yeah, what else is there? There's underwater areas that you can go to, like you can take a submarine down into these hydrothermal vents where you have to, oh no, don't. I gotta put my scuba gear on. If I go down under the water, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'll tell you what, if your sister ever gets to the point where she has copies that are available, I will purchase one to take a look, because that is actually what my expertise was in for many years, was writing. And I was going to be an editor. That was my original plan, but I ended up getting a detour into finance. Yeah, even if she doesn't have to necessarily get it published, but just if she has a way, like, you know, because Amazon has their bookstore front that you can use for free, or it used to. I don't know if you still can. That's where I did my first draft, so that people could have a copy to help me out with. You know, and it looks like a real book and everything too, but it wasn't set up for publishing yet. And then I never got around to getting the agent squared away. All right, can I get this? Can I get this? I really want this. I really want this guy. Don't let me lose him. Don't let me lose him. Ah, he's moving. Hey. Ah, he's so... Ah, man. I can't catch anything with this stupid rod now. Ah, I have to get a better enchantment for this. I was able to get these things so easy. I think something happened. Like, I think there was some sort of like stealth nerf, because for like 3 weeks I didn't have to shake like 30 times. And it's the same fishing pole. The only thing I did was I added some enchantments. I added an enchantment on it, but I had like several enchantments on it before, and none of them were this bad where I actually ran into this much trouble trying to catch things. So I don't know, something happened where they made an adjustment behind the scenes. I have my notebook and pen out so I can circle and number what I see wrong, typo wise or computer boarding wise. Well, that's what I was saying. If she goes to Amazon and she puts it on their storefront, she can set it as private, and then she can get 5. I think it's 5 courtesy. samples. I forget what they call them. I should know this because it was something that I used to do. What do they call them? Trade? No, not trades. Anyway, they're like a preview copy. And then you'd be able to mark it up and give it to her directly, so you wouldn't have to like write it on a separate page. And it makes it easier to read too, easier to see. Unless she hasn't typed it up, then yeah, if she's handwriting everything, then yeah, you're SOL. Hey, what's up, Bean? How are you? Give me one sec. I'll answer your question in a minute. Because yes, it is Roblox. Yeah, we're doing a public service right now. We're trying to teach people that Roblox has some really great games now, and this being one of them. This is Fish. She types it out and prints it out for me. Oh, okay, all right. I mean, Roblox still has a lot of tremendously bad games. A lot of them are memes and a lot of them are janky and obvious and stuff like that. But this one it's legit. It's like if you take a really good fishing mini game and build an entire game around it. That's what this is. Super chill, super relaxing. All right, I got a big blighted Ankadoli. And this isn't the only game either. There's a lot of other ones. There's one that's almost like one of those running movement games where you have to learn how to slide and kick doors open and wall jump and stuff like that. It's called Grace, and the controls on it are so tight. It's like, wow. It's like this is not the Roblox I remember. I remember when I first started playing Roblox with my son, and he used to get so mad because he would like not be able to complete the obstacle courses. And I was like, yeah, I can't either because the controls in this are freaking janky. They're horrible. They're terrible. I was like, that's why I don't play these games. But in the intervening 4 years that we've been playing, some really good games have come out on here. Better than Steam games. Like if you release these, if they didn't have like the traditional Roblox avatar, and if you just put them up on Steam and took away the things that make you know for sure it's Roblox, like all the, you know, the obvious artwork and stuff like that, these games would sell on Steam for $15 to $20 for sure. 100%. They're really, really good. This one cracks me up because, like I said, it's Fisch, and I call it Fish, but the kids all call it Fishk. And I'm like, I think that C is supposed to be silent, and they're like, no, it's Fishk. But yeah, I basically just kind of keep to myself in here. The only person that I actually kind of talk to, nice, I caught a Ginsu shark, is my son. Oh, big blighted Ginsu. That's gonna be worth a lot. Let me show you that one. Let me see. Let's do it by rarity. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, this is my fossilized shiny sea pickle, just so that we can all be on the same page here. There he is, and he says, "I'm Pickle Rick." Oh, you can't hear him. He shouts, "I'm Pickle Rick," which, yes, I know nobody likes Pickle Rick except me. Let's see. Where is it? Big blighted Ginsu shark. All right. Ooh, looking good. And that's a small one. That is a tiny one. All right, put him away. I'm about to. Oh, hey, he's gonna go. He's gonna catch. He caught a squid. That's what I was trying to catch, and I lost my squid. Wow, this guy's a professional over here. Yanking in all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm not quite at that level. So anyway, there's also items that you can get for crafting. So I'm like one rare item away from being able to craft one of the best fishing rods that technically a person like me would get. Because I'm not like the type of person to go and do all the crazy boss quests and stuff like that. My son and his friends do that, and then they offer to give me the fish that will allow me to make it to the boss area and show me how to get the special dive suits and the gliders and the drills and all the other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of all right. Oh, big bait crate. That's like a master bait crate. Wait, what? Big bait crate. What do we get? It didn't even tell us what we got. Do we have any other crates? Wow, everything we're catching is big. Oh, that's because I have that enchantment where everything is big. I forgot. I put that enchant on here. Yeah, we're gonna go enchant this rod in a little bit. We're gonna try to get a better enchantment on here. Maybe we'll have to we'll get a few enchant relics so that we're not like having to go back. We can kind of sit there and spam it. They're expensive though, so I might have to do a little grind in here. But yeah, so Roblox also has, like I said, they have their own version of Rivals, which is actually really, really good. It's not Rivals. It's not exactly like Rivals, and it's not nearly as sophisticated, but as its own game, if you didn't know it was based on Rivals, it's pretty freaking sweet. Oh, geez. I already started. See, I do all right, and then I kind of just get a little distracted, or I get a little out of focus, and then I lose my grip. That's what it is. See, when that thing takes that dip, I got to remember just to dip a little. Don't dip all. Dip a little. That's better. That's better. That's better, Calm. You got it. You got this. Whoa! I got a big helicoprion. Man, you got a helicoprion. That's gonna be some money. That's gonna be about 9,000. I should show you guys that one because that's actually a relatively big size fish. Let me catch this and then I'll show you. The exclamation point tells you the rarity of what you're going after, and then underneath it will tell you under the progress bar if it has a negative progress effect. If it has a negative progress effect, you can almost guarantee that it's going to be something good. What's wild about Roblox is that the games are community made and provides a framework. Well, I mean, yes, to a degree, but you also have to understand it's big money now. So you do get a lot of like professional studios that will come in and make these games that are essentially professional quality, which is, you know, part of the reason why I think the quality of the game is improving so much is because you're getting these companies coming in. Look how big that sucker is. And that's not even that big. That's kind of small. I saw YouTube about a couple of kids that made millions a year making games. Yeah, you can make millions just off of making accessories. My son and I started working in Blender just to remake some of the body parts and try to change some textures and stuff like that. And we haven't made anything, but some of the ones they put up there, I mean, people will pay lots and lots. The only thing is when they pay you in Roblox, I'm not sure how you get the money out of that. Because you can't turn the Robux in for money, as far as I know you can't. But I think some people have a contract. Some game designers have a contract with Roblox that lets Roblox keep half of the money and give half to them. I think. I don't know. I'd have to look it up and see how, because I don't know how they actually monetize. But yeah, you can if you make a decent enough game, or even if you make a crappy game that's a meme. Like there are some games in here that are absolutely terrible, but they're hilarious. And so people play them and they actually really get super excited about paying real world money for like, I don't even know how to put it. Like some of the things are just so intolerably stupid. But like this whole Italian brain rot thing that's going on. If you don't know what Italian brain rot is, look it up. It's worth a look just for how ridiculously awful it is. Can be exchanged for real money through the Roblox development exchange program. Yeah, so you actually have to be part of DevX, which I don't think you get to do until you. Oh, look what this guy's catching here! Look at this giant Mosasaurus. Wow, that guy is popping a big one. We can actually go to the merchant here, I think, and be fine. I don't think we have to go all the way back to Moosewood. If we caught something like really, really good, I'd go back there and I try to get a good what do you call it on it? I would try to get a good mutation on it because the fish can have mutations on them like blighted, electric, heavenly, scorched, you know, all sorts of different ones, and they affect the value to some can affect it to a huge degree. So sometimes it's better to go and have the appraiser mess with it, but the appraiser's only at like one of the areas, I think, maybe two, so you're kind of stuck. All right, so one of the great things I like about this is you can mark things in your inventory for do not sell unless I specifically sell them, and then you could just come back and do sell my inventory and it sells the majority of it for you. So about 6,000 for the majority of my inventory. But if there's specific ones that stayed behind, like this blighted Ginsu, now I can sell that individually if I want to. So I'd like to sell this. 12,000. Whoa, I did not think that was going to be that much. All right, big Helicoprion. Let's see how much we sell for this. 6,000. Nice. All right, so we bopped up to 25,000 in just that short period of time. We had almost zero. Actually, we can get rid of this Meg spine too, right? Yeah. All right, not bad. Let's go back. And then there are games in here that don't look like Roblox at all. They legit look like I don't know, they'd have graphics like, you ever see the game For the King? The graphics are comparable to that. Did I go the wrong way? Where's my boat? Yeah, they're good. I mean, like, I think I went the wrong way. Blue moon. I don't even know what it does, but I'm excited because that usually means something good's gonna happen. Who turned my boat around? Stop turning my boat, jerk. All right, what have I got for bait? I got plenty of bait. Okay. No, not Kingdom. For the King, the one where you kind of play on an overland, a board. You got your 3 characters, and then it zooms into a fight. But yeah, they do have some that they actually can turn into side scrollers. Yes, they can do that with some of the games. I've seen them do some crazy stuff. Yeah, up to 3 player. But they make ones that are basically RPGs. They make ones that can be 2D. They make ones that they make all sorts of crazy stuff. The problem is sifting through it. You know what I mean? So it's like I almost rely on Patrick and Roblox itself making recommendations. Like, so when Pat recommends a game to me, I'll try it just because he's my son, and I do tend to trust him, even though I know I shouldn't, because he's a prankster. Heck, he has Trick in his name, Pat Trick. See, when I know it's not something that I care about, I can catch it easy. But when it becomes something that I'm like desperate to catch, then again, that only had a -20 progress speed. And what the heck happened to my boat? Is this my boat? No, that's his boat. How did my boat end up way over here? What if somebody's griefing me? I don't think so. Because I think that's just too many people around here and things are just bumping. Yeah, there's just there's a plethora of really good games. Like, I've lost a lot of time to games in Roblox now. And I know it's like everybody, the one thing they worry about is like, oh, it's like filled with young, annoying kids. And yes, it is. But you can close the chat down. You can keep voice chat off. And you can turn it off so people can't send you private messages or try to bother you about anything, you know. So, okay, this one I'm going to just play it nice and easy. Yep. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, calm. No, go right back. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You got this. You got this. Okay, it's going to drop. It's going to drop. Gonna drop. Chimpanzini bananini. Okay, that's where I run into problems, when I start to bounce off the wall like that. Yeah, see? Come on now. A little more, a little more. Yes, ah, woo! That one wasn't good though. It wasn't all that great. Hey, what's up, Damian Romero? How you doing? Nice to see you. So yeah, I'm trying to think of another game I could tell you about, being that that you would probably end up liking on here. It's hard because, like I said, there's so many on here now. As whereas even I would say even a year ago, the quality wasn't quite where it is now. Like, there's this one game, Pressure. It's like one of those hallway chase style games, like Doors. You probably haven't heard of it. Like, you probably haven't heard of Doors either. The idea is kind of pretty basic. Like, you go to room after room after room after room, and you have to pick a door to open, and the monsters kind of can show up at random. You have to hide. The band, yeah, it's Jim Morrison, and you run away from him. So what happened is, because this game got really popular, but it was kind of like, I don't know, the graphics were kind of the monsters were kind of janky, and it wasn't that great. Some development team, and I don't know if they were like a real development team or just a bunch of amateurs, they decided to go in and really make a game out of it. Like, they added a bunch of really cool lore. They made the graphics amazing. They made the actual gameplay amazing, and they changed the idea of it so that you're in an underwater facility running away from basically horrors of the deep, and you're trying to figure out what happened to the crew that was supposed to be manning this underwater facility. And it turns out there's different factions, and there's, mutated weird NPCs that try to help you. It's so crazy. Hide and seek, get caught and turn into a banana. Not really though, because a lot of it isn't hiding. The hiding only comes up like, once every, I would say once every 10 to 15 rooms. And a lot of it has to do with exploring, collecting loot, solving puzzles. But the atmosphere in it, like, legit gives you that game anxiety to it, that gamer anxiety. It hits you with the dopamine, especially the way that, like, just something as simple as the way that the drawers open and close, and how the loot is so easy to pick up. It's like you're fast looting everything when you're running through. You almost feel like you're trying to speed run this thing. It's like, it's really tripped out. And like I said, that movement game called Grace, that's the one that freaked me out, because I was like, the movement controls on that are so tight. It's like you're zooming along super fast. It even has like the blur effect and everything. one person is it and the banana or something and you run. Nah, yeah, no, it's not like that. This is like the game chases you. This is you can play it with multiple players. Like you can do like I think it's up to 8 players in a run that you can have. And you can buy like one revive, and then the revives after that cost like real world money. But there's different items that you can have that can help you out. Some of them help you to shortcut through harder obstacles. What the frig? Seriously, I'm starting to get a little pissed off at this. I think I'm going to start fishing from the shore because, like, if I keep getting knocked off this boat, especially if I'm trying to fish for something. Yeah, you know what? We don't care. You caught a big fish. Put it away. You don't need to be showing everybody your giant fish. All right, I'm going over here. Even though this guy's an idiot. And it's blocking everybody's view. Put it away. Although I will tell you though, sometimes you do get griefed in these games and, you know, you would think that's a bad thing, but I found that some of the most enchanting moments have been revenge griefing somebody. Like I had this one guy that was doing the thing where he kept taking a big fish out while I was trying to catch something and distracting, like making it harder for me to actually reel in the fish that I was trying to reel in. And he thought he was going to be cool, and I was leaving just to get out of the way. I was like, I'm out of here. So he sat in my boat and sat in one of the seats, and you don't have the option to just kind of like kick somebody out of your boat. So I drove him out in the middle of the ocean, and then I immediately just unalived myself so that I would end up losing the boat, and he ended up drowning in the middle of the ocean. I was like, it doesn't do much. You lose about 2,000 of your coins, but that's still, I mean, that's one halfway decent catch. So even the times where you can grief people, because sometimes like on the multiplayer games, you have to stand in a circle with the other person that you want to be with. You know, once you have 2 players in there, nobody else can join. But a lot of times these people will try to stand right next to the circle, pretend they're not doing anything. And then when you jump in and your friend hasn't gotten in yet, they jump in and then they won't leave. So you get people like that, but those are the fun people that you can kind of mess with. And so that there is even that. There's bonuses to it, you know. It's healthy. It's a healthy environment. I've only had to report 1 person out of the 4 years that I've been playing. And that's only because I was with my son monitoring him in one of the RP servers. And oddly, you know, I'm going to be quite honest with you. Like, I've had to monitor him in a lot of places just to see, you know, just to see what the behavior is. Behavior in here, I mean, although silly and kind of toxic in a baby way, I haven't run into anything frightening except that one time I had to report. You know, it's not like a lot of people make it out to be like this place where all the predators are there trying to get your kid. No, most of the time it's like just these obnoxious kids doing obnoxious things to each other. Like they hardly ever have anything that's even close to a realistic conversation. And maybe, yeah, maybe those people are taking it offline and into private chats, but I actually have not seen my son get anything like that. And maybe that'll happen at some point or whatever. I really don't know. But as of right now, that has not happened, and it's been 4 years. So like I said, most of the behavior in it is pretty cool. There's not even a lot of like I don't know what you would call it, not questionable, but like behavior that I'd have to kind of like explain it to my son or like be like, oh geez, yeah, get out of that game right now. Hasn't been anything like that, which is pretty amazing if you think about it. I think it's because mostly now, like the people that play these games, if you're not in the trash games, people are taking it serious. Like they're actually, like, you see these people, they're here grinding. I mean, they're not messing around. But you see how that big fish kind of like caused me to like zoom in at the last second? You can do that to people on purpose. Like that wasn't on purpose. That person was just catching a fish and it just happened to be I was in an area where it bumped me. These guys are all catching these giant fish. I'm catching these little tiny baby stupid fish. I look so lame. I'm a lame-o. But I need to get to, I don't know, how many thousand should I get? I mean, how many enchantments should I get? They cost, I think, 11,000 a piece, so we would need, I wanted to do 5, it'd be 55, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go, Mosasaurus, baby. I have to be careful though. Yep. Okay. Good. Up. Okay, good. Mosasaurus is, although it's a really important fish and really like valuable, it's not as hard as some of the other ones. It's not as jumpy. I got a big Mosasaurus. Wow. That's my new highest weight. 14,000 kilogram. Holy. Ooh, Lord. That's the one that I have trouble catching, is that squiddy. So I think maybe what we'll try to do, maybe we'll try to get, how many thousand should I get? Like 55,000 is hard to get to, but that's still only 5 totems or enchant, whatever they are. Uh-oh. What am I catching? I think it's a Ginsu. I think negative 35 is a Ginsu. That was easy. What I get? Oh, Dunkleosteus. Hey, that guy got a level. Rats to you, Mr. Get you a level person. Oh, current server luck is times 32. Holy crud. I didn't realize that. That's why we catching good stuff. I should probably be throwing on some better bait. That's the case. No wonder nobody's messing around. Everybody's like too busy trying to get there. Okay, we have 2 shrimp left, so we'll use the last 2 shrimp, and then we'll switch over to something else. I don't know what else we can switch over to. I was sort of unprepared, but we'll take a look. Oh, super flakes, maybe we'll use. Yeah, these guys are hauling them in quick. This sucks though, because I only had to click shake 3 times when I was using this rod the other day. And now it's become like this crazy, like, click 15 times. I have to shake it till it practically falls off, for crying out loud. Okay. Whee! Ginsu shark. Okay, I got 1 more shrimp. And then we'll switch bait. I should actually count how many shakes we have to do. It's funny because when I first bought this rod, it had said that it was really slow. It had really bad, whatever it is, lure speed, which is how many times you have to click that. But I was like, I was only clicking it 3 times. I'm like, well, it's not that bad. All right. I caught an outdated hairstyle. Oh, the mullet. That's why I was like, what are they saying? All right. Let's see. Worms. We don't have a lot. Seaweed. You know what? I'm actually gonna, well, let's do the fish head first. And then we'll do, then we'll do the magnet, because the magnet could even get us, like an enchantment. I've caught 2 enchantments before, so that could speed things up a bit. That cuts out the middleman, let me tell you. I wish I hadn't given my son half my money. I'm like an indentured servant with him. I usually have to give him half of everything I earn. He's trying to get to 1 million to buy something. I forget what it was. And like 1 million's really tough to get to. A nice big Ginsu shark. That's a nice Ginsu. Hey, we're gonna have fun selling these though. Then we'll go see Merlin. Get ourselves some green stone. I have a hot pepper seed in my mouth. Okay, Mosasaurus. Be careful. Hey, don't bounce. Don't bounce, Chris. If you bounce off those walls, it's really tough to get back in the groove. And don't bounce. Don't bounce. Nice and easy. You got this. You got this. You got this. Don't bounce. Don't bounce. You got this. Woohoo! New highest weight. Yay, sir. I got 2 more fish heads. I like this 32 server log. This is pretty nice. See, and this is what gets you. This is what catches you. Is this moment right here where you know you've got a limited amount of time. For that server luck to be hanging out. You know that the fish you're after right now, because the luck is high, are all going to be tougher to catch. You know you got to be on your game. You know you have limited bait. And so you just sit here and you just try to crank. And then when you're done, you go back and it's like you sell them, or you... Like, we're going to have to go back to Moosehead because that's where we've got to go ahead and try to get mutations on these things. Although they're all big, so I might not even do that. They might not need mutations on them at all. I think just having them at big might be the best way to do it. All right, have I got any bait left? Or am I out of bait? Let's do this. You're gonna do flakes? No, we said we're gonna do magnets, right? Yeah, we're gonna do magnets and see if we can catch anything. Like maybe we catch lunar thread, which is one of the things that we really need. Or we catch an enchant. Be nice. Ah! I missed. I was clicking the shake. I clicked outside the shake circle. If you shake the shake circle, you don't get to roll it in. Quit moving. Jeez. Hello. There we go. Okay, I think this is a helicoprion. Okay. Just gonna make sure we don't bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. I was big in Japan. I was king of tuba. I was good at tuba. I was king of ping pong. I'm sure you'd like me to bounce. Yeah, helicoprion. Nice. That's a helicoprion. He's saying, I don't understand. Crappy. Crappy, crappy toy, toy, crappy, crappy toy, toy, crappy, crappy toy, toy, crappy, crappy toy. Crappy, crappy toy, toy, crappy, crappy toy. Crappy, 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 crappy toy, toy, toy. Do 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 do. Oh no, they hit a sundial totem. Is that going to ruin our 32 luck? Maybe not. It's like the server luck is still there. Happy times. I got a lot of those ancient fragments, but I have nothing to do with them. The only thing you can use them for is for getting into like this place called the archives, and I have no desire to go there. I wish I could sell them. They don't even show up in my inventory. That's the weirdest thing. Like everything else in the world shows up in your inventory. Like your underpants show up in your inventory, for crying out loud. That's not exactly true. My scuba gear did. But I like to think of my scuba as like scuba booba. So, you know. Oh, they killed the Moonlit Mirage. Idiot. Moonlit Mirage could have gotten us some really good fishies. Oh well. Yeah, so this guy, what's happening is this guy is popping these sundial totems, which is causing time to pass by really quickly. And usually a lot of the really good luck events are at night. And so our luck events are getting chewed up. It's like anytime something really cool pops up, like that moonlight event, we're not ending up getting it because this guy is popping these sundial totems. Now, why is he doing it? Not to grief us. He's doing it because he's trying to get a megalodon to spawn, but the megalodons aren't even like cool to catch anymore. Yeah, maybe he just doesn't have one. Hey, Dunkleosaurus. It's Dunkleotastic. Whale migration has begun. The whales are migrating straight up onto the beach because that's where they want to live. This would be a Meg Spine or a Meg Fang. Yep. I like how you can see the fish in the water. Some of them you can't see very well because they're so small and it's like they're a little bit further under. But when you're catching like a halfway decent fish, you can totally see what it is, like before it's even at the surface. So you can kind of get like that little tinge of excitement, especially like when that squid, when those squid tentacles pop up. I had one where it was, I forget what the mutation was on it, but it was a crazy like neon mutation on one of those giant squids, colossal squids. And I just barely punted it. Almost had it, and then I fell apart. Kind of like that last one that happened to me where I was trying to get it, where we were all hanging out here and there was a giant squid on the line and I just wasn't able to reel it in, you know. I tried my best, but it just something that didn't happen while I was trying to get it. And the thing just popped right back out and it just fell off the line and I was very sad. So we are getting a lot of Meg Fangs and Meg Spines. That's okay because they're 1,000 a piece, so can't complain too much about that. And they're easy to catch too. You can just basically sit there. Hey, I leveled up to 57. If I get to 60, I can go get a jet ski. That costs money. I wish I could sell some of my other boats. Because 100,000 until we can get an enchantment, we can't really. Oh, 50,000 for the jet ski. We can't really waste 50,000 on a boat. Our speedboat's fast enough. But I do want the jet ski because it's smaller. It's more maneuverable. One person can sit on it with you, but at the same time, like, you can't have like 100 people jumping on your boat causing a ruckus. Ruckus. Oh, so what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Jason Momoa, right? Okay. I don't know if anybody's seen the Minecraft movie. If you have, let me know. Oh, I don't know which one's mine. I don't know if mine's the squid. Yeah, mine's definitely the squid, because, yeah. Frick. I wasn't even close on that one. I wasn't even close. I'm mad now. That's 3 squid that have gotten away from me. I used to be able to catch those things every time, but something happened. I'm telling you, something happened. And this is the thing that does happen from time to time, is like you're using a set of equipment that behaves one way, and it's because it's bugged. And then when you actually, the bug gets patched or whatever, then you end up with this piece of equipment that you thought was so good. And then you find out it's actually like this one, where it's like, it's not very good at reeling things in like it should be. It should be very good at reeling things in, and it should not be this slow on the lure. It's almost like I got cursed. But I guess, to be fair, for a while, if it was bugged, I was like getting huge benefits out of something that I shouldn't have gotten any benefits out of. The other thing too is I got these treasure maps that are supposed to be awesome, and like they're all corrupted. Very sad. All right, and the only reason I'm still fishing is because I want to kind of wear down my bait. Because while I have the bait, I might as well be, and while I have the bait and there's 32 server luck, I might as well be grinding. Oh wait, am I out of bait? Look, I think I am. Yeah, okay. What are we gonna use? What are we gonna use? We use fish flakes. And then that's gonna be it after that, right? Yeah. Once we use these fish flakes up, we'll go sell. Because then we'll need to get some more bait. Get some more peanut bait. Talking about, hey now, get yourself some more bait. Gotta get your fish out the money. Everybody get that bait. Mosasaurus, baby. Don't bounce, don't bounce. Nice and easy. You can see how much easier this is compared to the squid, though. That squid was like yawking all over the place. Although, to be fair, it's like these guys are worth about as much as the squid, so it's kind of weird that they're easier to catch. Oop. Better not say they're easier to catch, because I'll end up losing this one. I don't know if they're easier to catch or if I just don't freak out as much. I have no idea. Maybe that's it. Ah! I missed a shake. I was grabbing my rod and I tried to shake it and it slipped right out of my hands. This guy's just making a killing over here. You want to talk about grinding? Dude's grinding. What other game could we play so I could show you guys a little bit more of a public service? I do want to finish this, see if we can get a good enchantment first, and then we can bop around and take a look. One of the things that they do tend to do, a lot of the game makers on Roblox, they'll try to take something that's trendy and they'll try to copy it, imitate it, make a clone of it, or make a direct copy of it. So like when Lethal Company was big, you know, that was like everybody was trying to make a Lethal Company knockoff. It's understandable. You know, but the thing is, some of them turn out good. Like I said, the Rivals one, although it's, like I said, it's not Rivals, but it plays really well. And it's fun. I mean, the weapons in it are hilarious. They're enjoyable. The shooting mechanic in it is not bad at all. The ammo situation seems to be okay, and it seems to be relatively well balanced. And you could win a match even if you're not that good, which is another thing I like. You know, you just have to lock in a little bit. Current bait is the flakes. We're doing frosted flakes, baby. You like them frosted flakes? I like them frosted flakes. I like them taters. Mm-hmm. I like them fried taters. I almost feel like letting these go, the ones that are like not that good, just like letting them snap off. But I mean, why? I mean, they catch so quickly, might as well. It's get 0 for your effort, or get, you know, 300 for your effort, except take maybe an extra 10 seconds. And then you miss the click, don't you? Yeah, you do. Ooh, I thing bumped my head. Mom. Ah, it did it again. I'm sure he's just excited to get that ancient fragment as I was. He's only level 630. I wonder how bad I'd be at catching if I didn't have the steady rod. Like, would I, like, seriously just be up Shit's Creek here? I think I would be. What do we got? 9 more flakes, 9 more casts. Don't worry, guys, 9 more, and then we'll go do something else. I realize that this isn't the most fun thing in the world. But anyway, we're talking about Jason Momoa. Speaking of which, he's Aquaman, right? Well, not anymore. He was in the Minecraft movie, and I'm still trying to figure out what the F is Jason Momoa's problem in the Minecraft movie. Like, I can barely watch preview scenes with him in it. He makes me itch when I look at him. Like, not in regular movies, like not in Game of Thrones and not in like Aquaman. That's fine. Whatever movies he was in, you know, Momoa movies, because we always want Momo and Momoa. But in that movie, like, I literally feel like I'm gonna crawl out of my skin when I see his character. When his character's on the screen, it makes me ill. I'm not exactly sure what it is. The part of it is the voice and the voice lines that he has, like the actual, like, ugh. Like, the last thing I want to hear is a big, heavy muscle dude with a perm, a pink jacket, say the phrase "suck butt." In a Minecraft movie. I don't know. Something weird with him in that movie. You know, especially the whole, like, I've never had a friend before, but hey, let me be friend with this 14-year-old boy there. That's like, ugh. I don't know if they were like trying to play on that Minecraft meme, but his what's his handle is like the Garbage Man. That's like a wrestler that never made it, you know? Garbage Man, Jason Momoa. Wait, what did I just catch? Oh, all right. I was like, I haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, they're not that great. Not that great. Not that great. How many flakes I've got? 5 more flakes. This is painful, man. It's painful. Notice how these guys' fish that he's catching are all red. That's a particular mutation, and it's probably worth a ton of money, judging by this guy's level. Oh, I got a Meg Fang, but I don't need a Meg Fang. I've got plenty of Meg Fang. In fact, what I need is... Actually, I gotta look at what I need. Lunar. Is it lunar thread? And if I wanted to do the one that you make with the Meg spines, I forget what the other thing that I need is. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I can go like hunting for that. Maybe that's what we should be doing instead of sitting here grinding. Although I do want, like I said, I want to get one decent enchantment on here. Like, I'll tell you, a darkened ancient fragment, but I can't sell those. So what does it matter if it's darkened? Anyway, yeah, if I get steady on this again, because right now I got Sea King, which just makes everything bigger, which is great. $35 progress. Oh, that's a Ginsu, right? Yeah. Don't throw your fish in my face. What do you think this is? Whoa! Oh, that's a Dunkelstein. That's your Dunkel Uncle. All right, two more. Two more, and then we'll take the shortcut back to Moosewood. Actually, I don't even think, like I said, I don't even think we're going to be, I don't think we're going to be appraising these anyway, because you can appraise them to get different stats on them. Different size. If you do it often enough, you get a mutation, but it costs about like 400 each time you do it. So like you do 10 of them, you've wasted 4,000. So unless you can gain 4,000, which normally you really can't, then it's probably not in your best interest to be appraising a lot. And of course, to get Pickle Rick, you're always going to appraise, right? But man, I wasted a lot to get Pickle Rick. Let me tell you, having Pickle Rick, that is one thing that they can never take it away from you once you got it. Unless you sell them. Then they can absolutely take it away from you because you sold it. And they gave you money. You sold your Pickle Rick into indenturitude. All right, so we leave the game. And then we hop back on. And that should put us back in Moosewood. The reason I want to be back in Moosewood is it's closer to the place where we can get the enchantments. So. Boop. Hello. I'm back at the inn. I'm in the inn. All right, let's see how much we made. All right, let's just do inventory. Okay, that should be good. Did we get anything else? Nothing else of Flavorlicious Land at all. That's too bad. Okay, so we have... How much can we get? We can get 11... 12? We could get 13 of them if we sold something else. What else could we sell out of here? I mean, we could sell these. We get them back all the time. Like, we get Meg Spines by the dozen, so... There we go. Okay, we can go get 13 enchantments. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. I did leave that server with the luck, though. That was probably stupid. Actually, I shouldn't say that's probably stupid. I should say that is definitely stupid. That is definitely the dumbest move that I've made. But I think we're just gonna go for enchantments and then call it a night for fish at least. We'll go try something else for a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll take a ride on what do you call it? Take a ride on Blueprints again. We'll do one run of Blueprints. Maybe, we'll see. That would involve me shutting down and restarting YouTube, so, maybe. That's a definite, don't know if I want to do that. All right, where's my basic diving gear? Here it is. I put it on. I put my camera on. Under the water. And then a big brown shark came. And then we'll... Next time we play some Roblox, we will play another game. I'll pick another game to show you guys to demonstrate. I just want to look around and make sure that I've got one that I can be good enough at to explain. What can you do for me? You can do power. Oh, it's going to let me get 10 relics. Oh, nice. Okay, so 10 relics. Nice. All right, so now I just get 2 more, right? How can I assist you? I'm a pickle. Yeah, it's funny. You said you're a pickle. Okay. All right. That leaves me with enough to take the elevator, which is good. Because if I didn't have enough to take the elevator, then this wouldn't be worth it at all. You'd just be sitting around wasting time. Somebody sent me a friend request. F them. I'll slap their friend request right out of their hand. What do they think this is? You know, I could do too. I could always just end the stream and do the run. The blueprints run offline. I gotta find Statue of Sovereignty. This is it, right? Oh, I just drove around it. Come on. Where's the Statue of Sovereignty? Alright. I just whipped by it. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. So it was there. Okay, see that, and that's why I want to get the jet ski, because this thing just does not maneuver very well. It's a non-maneuver very wellable boat. Flip flop, flip 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 flop, flip 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 flop, flip 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 flop, flip 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 flop, flip 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 flip. Oh, I need a token. Can you give me your token, please? Can I use the elevator? It'll cost you. How much? 400. Deal. I think I'm going to be releasing a video tomorrow too about my dear friend. My dear friend Blueprints. I thought I got 13. That's weird. Okay, whatever. All right, let's see what we get. Clever. No, because that's XP. I don't want XP. Hasty. Increases lure speed by 55%. Oh, that would probably be the best thing to put on here, and to just kind of deal with the steady by getting bait, and then I can just give the rest of these to Patrick. Tell you what, I think that's what we're gonna do for now. We'll save the rest of the enchantments. We're gonna try this out. Let's take it out for a test run. Actually, I think we can test run it over here, right? Isn't there a little spot down here we can fish? There he is. If it's really not going to improve it that much, I mean, look, this is like not improved at all. It almost feels like something's wrong with this rod, like it's not working. Because that for certain was not any quicker. Well, I'm glad we tested it, because this is not making enough of a difference for me to care. All right, so we're going to go try to see if we can get something that will either give us better mutations or luck or something on here, because... yeah, because this definitely isn't doing what we want it to do. What's that? Oh, that's the Oh, I could have gotten the King's Rod. I didn't even think of that. Dang it, I spent all that money. So maybe I shouldn't be wasting these enchantments on here, because I should just go and get the King's Rod. Let's take a look and see what the stats are on this bad boy. Yeah, but I just want to see the stats on it. Hey, you dummies. Actually, wait. Hold up. How much Robux do I have? No, the 10,000? No, 10,000. What? For 600? Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. How expensive credits are. No. All right, so tell you what. We will live with this for now. And then we'll have to make enough to come back and get the King's Rod at some point. I think that's our best bet. I think that is our 100% best bet. All right. I think it's going to be it for tonight. Short night. Short night, fortnight. Because I don't feel like going through the hassle of resetting everything and changing all the stuff, making a new what do you call it? Making a whole new thumbnail for YouTube and so on. Plus, you know, it's better to just release one thing at a time with YouTube instead of like spamming stuff. And I do think that this is an important public service to get out there. So actually, let me get this up so you can see my face again. I think it's an important public service to get out here to let people know, give Roblox a try. It's free. This is the major message. It's free. It's free. You have nothing to lose. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Nobody's gonna like make fun of you. Go out there and do it. Go give these games a try. I mean, some of them are amazing. You know, if we have to, no, I'll go take a quick look with you. I will walk you through some of the stuff on the charts that's good. Up and coming. These are always good because you can kind of like take a look and see what's coming up. And a lot of these, like I said, are going to be memes. But when you look at the most popular ones, usually you're going to get to see some of the good stuff. And the other thing they have in here is they have awesome RP server type stuff. So if you're into, you know, RP, you can go and like RP on almost anything here. All right. No, see, a lot of these are. Blade Ball is fun, actually. Blade Ball is really good. Arsenal is good. Yours ranked. Please donate. Oh my goodness. Squid Game isn't great. I played it. Not too great. Pet Simulator is awesome. Even though it's a pet collector, it's awesome. This is a really, really fun game. Top playing now. Okay. Dead Rails, horrifyingly bad. Brookhaven's good. Not the best of the RP servers, one of the older ones. Let's see. Fun with Friends. Top Revisited. Top Earning. Ooh, yeah, Blocks Fruit's always going to be earning the most. But yeah, the Rivals game is pretty damn good. Grow Garden, haven't tried it yet. Bubblegum Simulator Infinity. Nah. Pet Simulator is there again. Deep Woken's not bad. Vampire Legends, never seen it. Fallen Survival, don't remember. I'm looking to try to see if I can find one of the RP ones. Basketball Zero. I don't think I tried that one. SpongeBob Tower Defense. Haven't tried that one, but I have done the SpongeBob Simulator, which is actually not bad at all. Anime Vanguards was good. Anime Dimensions Simulation. I have not seen that. Capybara Evolution. Yeah, not sure about that. They have music experiences too. There's one that actually lets you make legit like music, like has tracks and everything that you can do. Training action. I want to see if there's an RP one. English karaoke. That's hilarious. Training and puzzle. I haven't tried any of the puzzle ones. This one was a bit scary. Like, if you want to look at something, let's look at this. This is trippy. I just want to show you this one. Yeah. Check this out. Oh, this just makes me feel weird. You have to like spray to see your surroundings. I mean, it's not spraying. You're actually using LiDAR. Oh, something there. Those like arrows or something? I don't know. Oh, this is a big open area. Yeah, see what I mean? Look how cool this is. Like, this is intense. And the better you paint these things, the better it looks when you go back like into other areas. Like you can see this other area here looks really nice like when you look at it from far away. So even though this really doesn't do anything as a game, this is just me demonstrating like what experiences are out there for you. Is this this is like a torch. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, did it move? No way. It was moving. Oh, come on. You can't tell me this isn't cool. You cannot tell me this is not chimpanzini bananini. I mean, this is like... This is ballerini cappuccini. So cool. And so this person that made this, and I'm not sure if it's this person, but there was a person who made a bunch of experiences like this where they just worked with creating a visual experience that you could play that would kind of give you like an effect or a feel to it. Hey, what's up, Ivy? How are you? Yeah, no, I have YouTube chat on. It's just I'm distracted by this fun game here. And by fun, I just mean wild. It's like visually wild. Like, look at this. Yeah, it's like so this person, and like I said, I'm not sure if it's the same person who made this, but they had a game exactly like this where basically painted out the sonar experience of where you are. And this is using LiDAR, so it's very similar. But their whole purpose for... Oh, look. It's one of the things. Yeah, it's running away. Oh, that's neat. It's neat that they run. So I think this is their latest iteration of this, because they had like 6 or 7 different attempts at doing something similar to this or games like this. They had one that was an actual like game experience. It wasn't just spray painting. There was a story and everything. But this was what they said was their passion, was creating these visual art experiences, which when you see it, it is pretty intense. Look at this. Now you can walk around without spraying anything just to get a look. We can go even further away. to spray enough just so that we can move further away. Yeah, I don't think we can go any further than this. I think this is a dead end. How cool is this? Like, and imagine if they could do this as like a, what do you call it? It's indeed a new shiny. Yeah, it is. But imagine if they could do this as like a random generated. You know, so that it was different every single time. Because I'm sure this is probably the same every time. It would have to be. Oh, look. There he is. And then he disappears. Look, he's moving. Oh, that's insane. He's moving. Is he chasing me? He better not be chasing me. Can I sneak by him? Yeah, I can. Oh, there's more than one of them. Oh, there's a few of them. I wonder if they can hurt me. Okay, I'm back in the beginning. Okay. Wait. Wait. Where did the rest of it go? It reset. Oh, that's too bad it reset when I got back there. Oh well. Anyway. That's another one that like but yeah, you could just basically troll around here for a while. Like I said, a lot of them are terrible. A lot of them are absolutely horrible. But you're gonna find you'll get to be able to tell almost by the thumbnails and by how they're put together and by where they're ending up, whether they're worth hopping into or not. And like there's some, like I said, I've lost days, you know, 50+ hours in them. Like especially the ones that are grindy, like the fish one, because that one is super fun to play. All right, I think that is going to be it for me for tonight, because I'm going to go play an offline run for, I might not even do an offline run. I was going to do an offline run for blueprints because I don't feel like going through and setting up a whole new thumbnail, Bonanini, who knows. And I'm too tired to do that, so I might just take it to bed anyway. Yeah, I was just coming on to do this public service announcement for Roblox. No, I do not get paid by them, but because I know people like they kind of hand wave at Roblox. Yeah, it's for kids. It's not. There's some really intensely awesome games that are on here. And actually, you know what I am going to do? Though? I'm going to shut this off because it is super freaking bright. Reminds me, I got a pic to send you. I was claimed. You are claimed. Somebody claimed you? I didn't realize people could do that. But anyway, I do appreciate y'all. And listen, YouTube, get out there. It's free. Try something new. Have a new experience. Broaden your horizons. Sit your butt down on Roblox and give it a shot. Like I said, you don't have to talk to the kids. You can shut the chat, turn off your voice chat, and just go be yourself. Hardly anybody's going to bother you. Nobody's going to grief you. It's not like some other obnoxious games where they can constantly ping you and so on. They can't do it on here. So appreciate very much. Appreciate. I can't talk tonight, YouTube. I'm very sorry. So I'm going to send you to bed, YouTube. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to bed. You're going to keep playing.